Well, hey, friends, welcome back to Thursday's edition of the Weekday Podcast. It's been so amazing journeying along with you. Hey, if there's anything that we can consider for a future topic of the podcast, drop us a note at podcast@sugarhillchurch.com. We'd be honored to get your requests and work them into the lineup. Well, today we're picking up the story of Elijah, and God asks Elijah a question at the mountain, the same one, actually, twice. He says, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" And both times, Elijah gives the same answer, almost word for word. He says, "I've been zealous for you. I alone am left, and they're trying to kill me too." Twice, Elijah says, "I'm alone. I alone am left." And God's response isn't comfort, it's correction. Here's what God says in 1 Kings 19, verse 18. He says, "Yet I will leave 7,000 in Israel, all the knees that have not bowed down to Baal, and every mouth that has not kissed him." 7,000 people. In another part of the country from where Elijah is sitting, convinced that it's just him, he wasn't down to his last ally. He was one of 7,001 the whole time. He just couldn't see past his own exhaustion far enough to know it. Isolation lies to us in a very specific way. Isolation rarely says nobody cares about this. It says nobody cares about this like I do. And that's the version that gets us. We start to feel like we're the only one still showing up. We're the only one that's still trying, still doing the right thing when it would have been so much easier not to. And that feeling is so convincing that we stop looking for the other 7,000. Then later than we'd like, we find out somebody else was in the exact same fight, the exact same week, and neither of us said a word about it because we both assumed we were the only one. If that's you today, if you feel like the last honest one, the last faithful one, the last one still trying, I want you to hear what God told Elijah. You were never as alone as you thought. Not then, not now. Your one small thing. Reach out to one person today, not to fix anything, just to say the true thing out loud, that you'd say, "This has been hard." And let someone else say, "Me too." You'll probably find out you weren't the only one after all. Now, tomorrow, I want to invite you back because God gives Elijah something to actually do, and I think it's exactly what a lot of us are waiting on. You were never as alone as you thought. Have a great day. I hope to see you back here tomorrow for the last edition of this week of the Weekday Podcast.